Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me for the class today. So today I was planning on just going through like a few basics. As for some people, like they've maybe done a few yoga classes before, but maybe some of you are new to all of this, so I just want to do like a few step-by-step guides about like just a few poses so that we can kind of get into it a little bit. If you already have experience, feel free to just kind of do a little bit more if you want to. I will always give a little couple options on what to do. So to get started, we just want to find a comfortable position, whether that's like cross-legged, or you can also just sit on your legs like this. Either way is fine, whatever fits more comfortable for you. I also recommend always having like a little bit of water next to you, as well as like a towel or anything like this, because sometimes it can help having a towel just to kind of get everything a little bit more together. So let's get started here. Again, find your comfortable position. Feel free to close your eyes. Rest your hands in your lap. And let's just do a couple deep breaths here. Think about sinking into this moment, away from everything else that's happening outside. And we're going to do a little bit of rotation of our spine. So I do recommend for this one to kind of sit in cross-legged position, as it just allows a little bit more rotation in the spine. But again, feel free to do whichever position feels most comfortable for you. Okay. To get started, we're going to inhale, both arms to come all the way above our head, all the way up. Stretching tall, making sure that the palms are facing each other, shoulders are away from the ears, and just opening up a little bit, making sure we're not curving into the front, but we're actually really opening the chest up a little bit, having a nice and frontwards gaze. Now I'm going to bring a little bit of dynamic in here. We inhale here. Exhale, right hand goes onto left knee, left arm goes behind us, and exhale, and open to the side. Next, inhale, all the way up again, and exhale, rotate. Inhale up, exhale, rotate. Inhale up, exhale, rotate. Keep doing this, same thing in your own pace. With every inhale, you want to come up, rotate, open in the middle, and exhale, open to one of your sides. Take a second before you come back up to the front, and then to the other side. Important here is that your arms can kind of help you to get a little bit deeper into the position, but we want to make sure that we're not pulling ourselves into it, right? It's supposed to be a gentle stretch. A few more times. Last one. And then with the next inhale, Want to come all the way up again. Keep it up. And then slowly let your hands sink to the front and kind of let them wander to the front. Slowly round your back, curve the neck, curve the head. And then just take a couple deep breaths here. Two more breaths. And slowly come back up again. And I'm going to have our hands either resting on our knees, or we can kind of hold onto our ankles or chins. Stretch up nice and tall here. And then we want to do little circles around our spine. So you can kind of think about starting on one side, kind of tipping over a little bit, coming to the front, slight arch on your back to the other side, and then kind of around your back as you're coming over the back side. So think about left shoulder to left knee, open the chest, slide gaze up, right shoulder to right knee, over the back, round chin to chest, and just continue your circle like this, in your own pace. As always, I recommend connecting the breath with your movement. So when you're coming back, you're going to breathe out. And when you're coming over the front, you're going to inhale. Keep it nice and slow. And then slowly we're going to get bigger and bigger. Really find your range of motion here. Over-exaggerate it as big as possible. One more circle this direction before we change. And the other direction. You're welcome to close your eyes. Do more this way. And slowly let the circle get smaller again. Find back in your middle. Maybe have your legs crossed. Just change the position. The leg that was in the front now goes to the back, and the one that was in the back and now goes to the front. Find back to your position. Now we really want to work a little bit on those shoulders. Right? When we're riding, a lot of times, like people end up like bracing and holding, and their shoulders go up and hands get stiff, so that translates straight into your reins and straight into the horse's mouth. So if you're able to release down, like all the way up here, You start relaxing your elbows, they're more able to be subtle, to be giving and taking. Your hands stop cramping, you're not just pulling on the reins, right? You start guiding the horse a little bit more. So let's start up here with the shoulders. There's an exercise you can put your shoulders up as you inhale, you hold it at the top, and then you're just gonna let them, with the exhale, just let them drop, right? So you inhale up, exhale, drop. Inhale up, exhale, drop. And really think about just like letting it just go, like super sudden. A few more. Last one. Good. And then start rolling your shoulders a little bit from the back to the front. Really make it nice and big movements. Not holding against anywhere. And then the other way around, from the front to the back. More rounds. And let's put our fingertips on top of our shoulders. And then you want to think about kind of rolling or drawing big circles with our elbows. You can start small, right? Kind of get used to the movement. And then slowly just draw bigger and bigger circles. Think about, we want to make sure that as we're moving, we're not moving our spine, we're just moving the shoulders. So watch out for like not curving in and rolling into the front and not overarching the back as you're opening. So really just find a neutral position, get your core engaged here so that your arms can move independently. It's almost as if the elbows want to come together in the front. 2 more rounds. And then I'm going to switch direction. So now from the front over the back. Good. There you go. Make it nice and big. Use your whole range of movement. Last 2. And then release the fingers from the shoulders and just let them drop on the floor right next to you. Shake out your shoulders a little bit. Do whatever movement you need right now. Very good. Now I want to go a little bit more into our neck area. So think about having your right ear drop to your right shoulder. So that the left side of your neck starts to get a nice stretch. That left shoulder wants to really open up. I want to pull back that left shoulder to open up the space. And you can either stay here or just like have that left hand wander off a little bit more to the side, fingertips on the ground. Right hand goes onto left ear. Make sure you are not here to pull the head down, only to add a little bit more weight onto your head. Remember to open your chest, stay nice and tall. Close your eyes. And just breathe into your belly. Deep breaths. Last breath. And slowly release. Bring the head back to neutral. Both hands on the floor again. And now the left ear wants to go towards the left shoulder, opening up that right side of your neck. Think about opening the right shoulder, so really open the chest. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. And then same thing here, if you want a little bit more, the right hand will wander off to the side a little bit. Open up in the front, stay nice and tall. And if optional, that left hand can go onto the right ear, adding that extra little bit of weight. Deep breath. Stay upright. Last breath. And slowly bring the head back to center. Roll your neck out a little bit and go from side to side. If your neck feels okay, you can also roll it over the back and do a full circle. Or just half circle if that feels more comfortable for today. Just play around with the movement a little bit of the neck, see where there's tight spots. And then bring the head back up. And then I want to interlace your fingers behind our head. And you basically want to like open and close. Open the chest and close the chest. Open, inhale, exhale, close. And just keep going like that. So every time you inhale, you want to open up. Exhale, you're round. You inhale and open, and exhale and round. Open and close. Open and close. Keep going in your own rhythm. Two more. And then inhale and open. Now keep the fingers interlaced and just push them all the way up into the ceiling. Gaze follows. So here we're really opening up the shoulders. And we're going to do be a little bit more dynamic. So from here, we inhale. And then exhale, you want to kind of point your fingers to the front and round your lower back. And we inhale and come all the way up. And exhale, point your fingers to the front. Find your own rhythm here. We're going to go up and inhale. And then exhale and round. Inhale up. Exhale round. 5 more in your own rhythm. Feel free to close your eyes. Last one. Let's meet up the top. So one more time up. Inhale. And release your arms. Just let them drop on the floor next to you. See how your shoulders feel now. And we're going to get started with getting a little bit more into our hips. So I want to stay in a seated position. And we're just going to have our feet in front of us, soles pointing towards each other. You can kind of see what's a good position for you. The further away the feet are from your body, the easier it's going to be. If you want to keep it a little bit more challenging, get them closer towards your body. Just kind of see whatever your body feels for today. And then you can hold onto your feet. You can hold on a little bit to your ankles, lower part of your chin. And then slowly start moving the knees up and down. Like this is called the butterfly, so you can think about it, you want to let the butterfly fly a little bit. Gentle movements. Feel free again to close your eyes. Keep your back as straight as possible. A few more breaths. And as we next inhale, find some rest. And we want to take our left leg and extend it out kind of in front of us, but slightly diagonal. That right foot can kind of come a little bit closer to the body again. And we're just going to open up the side of the hip a little bit here. So just for the beginning, you can put your hands next to you and just stretch yourself nice and tall. Take some deep breaths here. So rotate, bring that right hand in front of us. Okay, now we're looking at our extended foot here. And then slowly but surely start just like wandering with your fingertips to the front. And you can see you can kind of hold onto your chin. If you can with your feet, go ahead. But other than that, it's just fine right now. It's not important to like pull ourselves on the foot to go down, but to actually start opening the hip and stretching the back a little bit. I recommend keeping the toes slightly flexed. Do a couple breaths here. I'm going to get a little bit more dynamic here. So our left hand wants to kind of come in front of that left lower leg. And then we can keep our hand here for now. Open up with that right arm. So that we're really like grabbing. That's all the way forward there. You can kind of push with that left hand or left elbow a little bit against the left leg. Help them to open up a little bit. And then here I'm going to give you different options. You can either just keep your hand where it is, or you can kind of like grab and have the hand flat on the ground. And then the palm of your hand wants to come underneath the leg. Right? If that's not possible, totally fine to stay down here. And then we're just going to bring that arm and just slightly lean over a little bit. You want to feel the right side of your body really stretch. Few more breaths. Keep the shoulders stacked. And slowly come back out into the middle, and we want to switch direction. So now the right leg wants to extend out in front of us diagonally, left foot is in front of us. Again, let's start with your hands just next to us. I'm just going to press into the ground a little bit, really stretching the spine nice and tall. Open the chest. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. Bring that left hand in front of you. Start gazing down on the right leg. Fingertips can slowly wander to the front. And then either stay next to the leg, or you can put it on top of your chin. If you want to touch the toes, go for it. Right? Again, just important that you're not holding on anything. The left knee towards the ground, so we're opening up that left hip. I want to feel a slight stretch in that area. Two more breaths. And we're going to start rotating open. You kind of come slightly up again. Right hand on the inside of the right leg. Feel free here again just to start just on the inside, and if you want to switch later to underneath, you can. So let's start here. Open up to the side. Gaze can follow a little bit to the left side. Think about here that we want to keep the chest nice and open, that we're not falling in, but rather just open to the front. And then if you want to have a deeper stretch, keep the hand either in front of you or underneath your leg. And then start leaning over to that right side, to the extended leg. Nice and deep breaths. Few breaths here, think about deep breaths. Open the chest, shoulders are stacked. One more. And then slowly release. And let's extend both legs out. Let's give them a little wiggle, let them roll a little bit. And then we're going to find into our child's pose. So basically you want to end up having your knees as wide as the mat. Let the hip sink towards the heels. And then with your hands, you slowly want to move to the front. Either all the way to the front, slightly wider, whatever feels comfortable right now. And then your chest wants to drop low and your forehead wants to end up on the ground. Slowly get yourself in this position. And let's breathe into the back. And stay here for 10 more breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relax. Last one here. And then we're going to get our head off the ground. We're going to stay in a similar position here. All I want you to do now is just have your hands wander all the way away from the mat onto that left side so we can open up the right side of our body. Once you're here, let your head slowly sink again. And just breathe into that right side of the body. And then lift your head up again. We're wandering over to the other side, so all the way over to that other direction. And same thing here, deep breaths. Let the chest get heavy. Last breath. And slowly come back to the middle. And then from here, we want to get into our tabletop, so we're just going to come on both knees. And on our hands. Think here to start with the flat back. Fingers are wide spread on the ground, far apart. Put pressure on your fingers, not only on your wrists, because we only have pressure on our wrists. That's when it starts hurting. We want to do a couple cat-cow positions here. So with your inhale, we kind of want to lift up, drop the belly, round the back. And then with the exhale, we're going to have your chin come towards our chest and upper the back goes up, rounding the back. Inhale, that goes up. Back is arching. And exhale, round the back. A few more in your own breath. One more. And then find a neutral position. From here, we're going to start opening up our shoulder and side of the body again. So with our next inhale, that right arm opens up. We'll look to the right. Exhale, arms comes down over towards the left, kind of threading your arm through the hole here. Inhale, you come back up. Exhale, back down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Two more. Up. Down. Last one. Last time up. And just put your hand back on the ground. We want to switch direction. So now we want to have our left hand come all the way up. And exhale. Thread through. And up. And through. Just keep going in your own rhythm. Two more. Last time up. And then back down. Keep your hands and feet where they are. And then we kind of want to press with our shoulders, kind of press the ground away. So we're going to lifting the shoulders up and then dropping it low. So we're going to have those shoulder blades move right now. So you kind of really come up, not over the arch in the back, but it's really just the shoulders that are coming out and in, like they're dropping. Last one. Good. And then from here, I'm going to have our right foot extending all the way behind us. And you can think about just like either keeping it still, or if you want, you can do that little pulsing into the heel, stretching all the way the back side of that calf. I'm going to lift that right foot up and put it over to the left side, so you're kind of crossing it over to the other side of the mat. So now that you're really opening that right side of the body again and kind of pushing a little bit with that right hip towards the right side, so you're a little bit like a banana. You can also look at that right foot. And then lift that foot back up. Back to neutral, knee on the floor, switch sides. Left foot goes all the way back, stretching low. Either stable or slightly pulsating. Lift the left foot up. And over to the right side, gaze follows. And lift the foot back up, back to center. And then from here, now we're going to find a way on our back. Our knees stay up, feet on the ground. And I just want us to kind of have the feet wander as wide as your mat is. And just slightly let both of your knees drop down to the left. And then you come to center and drop it all the way over to the right. And back up and left. And up and right. 5 more times. Find your own rhythm, slowly changing from side to side. Last one. And find both your knees back in the middle. And I'm going to have our right ankle lift up and go on top of the left knee. Make sure you're not going right on top of the knee, but slightly above it on the thigh. And then that right knee wants to push away from it, so you're opening up. And then you can either stay here, or if you want a little bit more, you can start lifting the leg and just grabbing your left side. Only thing important here is that the left foot doesn't matter, but the right foot, we want to have it slightly flexed so that we can protect your knee a little. The right knee wants to go away from us, the left knee kind of pushing towards us. So that we're really opening that right side of our hip. One more breath. And slowly release, let the left foot sink back on the floor. Right leg comes back down and we're switching direction. So left foot on top of the right knee. Keeping it here, getting into the position. If we do want a little bit more, we can start grabbing that right thigh, just lifting it up. Have the left knee go away from us now, and the right knee come towards us. Last breath. And slowly release this side as well. And now, grab your knees and get them towards your chest. We just want to give our lower back a little bit of a massage here. So you can think about just slowly going from right to left, back and forth. And start doing little circles, kind of guiding your knees in a big circle to give that lower back a nice little massage. Change direction if you're doing a circle. Find your way back to stillness. Grab her just a little bit tighter. And with your next exhale, I want you to release your legs all the way down on the floor. And just find yourself in a relaxed position. Palms of your hands are facing up. Toes are rolled outwards. And just focus on your body, what it feels like right now. Take a few deep breaths. And just feel into your body. And slowly we're going to wake up our bodies again. Start moving your fingers and your toes. Roll the wrists and your ankle. And slowly start waking up your arms. Start moving them around. And your feet and your legs, your hip, chest. And if you like, you can do like a big stretch, like just before getting out of bed in the mornings. And you from head to toe. Come over one side. Find yourself in a seated position of your choice, whatever feels most comfortable. Take the last few deep breaths here. You can rest your fingers out of your hands on your knees. Straighten your spine. Sitting nice and upright. inhale, both arms come over both sides, all the way up top. And then exhale, palms together, and hands find their way down towards our chest. Chin to chest, gaze close to your hand. Feel free to close your eyes one last time. Last deep breath. And exhale. Release your hands, slowly open your eyes. And then I recommend if you have some water close by, take a little sip of your water. Just kind of see how your body still feels right now. Do a couple more stretches if you feel like it, or just go back to the lying down, which is my favorite, especially on a Sunday afternoon. And then I thank everyone for joining today, and I hope I see you in your next class. Have a good rest of your Sunday.